What's pop, y'all? Looks like I was right about this rollout. We might be getting something from Central C. Like I said a little bit earlier when people were saying that Central C, or we're trying to push this narrative that Central C was carrying Lil Baby, this and that, on the Band for Band song because Lil Baby hadn't had a hit in a while. And I was saying that Lil Baby was contributing a lot, not only to the song, but with his brand in America. Like Central C, he had that song Doja. After that song had a long lifeline. But after that, people weren't really paying too much to his regular singles. Of course, he gained some fans from it, but he needed something else that was going to make him hot here again. So that's a Lil Baby song. And I said they're trying to accomplish getting Central C to cross over. Like I said, he signed to Columbia Records, which is an American record label. I don't know the details of the deal. Initially, they were saying it's just for his music to be distributed in North American territories. Some are saying that it's now actually like global. I don't know the deal with that. Because when you look at the songs, they're on Spotify at least. They are by Columbia. If it were another label for the UK, it would be in the UK. However, when I am opening up Spotify, I'm on the US platform, right? I'm listening to it from the US. So there is that. I don't know if that's a thing. If you listen to it from other places, does it show a different distributor if that distributor has the rights in that territory? Because there are definitely songs like that. But anyway, we're going to get directly to the point after me yapping at you for a minute or two. But that was relevant context to bring in the news that, quote unquote, news, that Central C is supposedly dating Ice Spice. This is a nonsense video. As you guys know, I usually don't really talk about people's relationships at all on this because it's irrelevant. However, in this case, it feeds my point, which is Central C crossing over. Number one, I think this was an Academics exclusive because when I look up the page, that's the first place I saw it, and he has his yellow border over it with his name. Usually, that's when he gets it exclusively, but it was posted on their story. So I don't know if he got this other footage. But Central C posts on his story, he's whipping around in the Lamborghini, and you see Ice Spice posting on her story that she's in London and she's posting in the passenger seat, right? We also see another couple of photos as well as footage. So you see them walking out of a store, which looks like some expensive store. Obviously, it's always some expensive store. They're talking inside the store. Then they're in a Urus. I think it's the same car. It's just different interior. So people are saying, oh yeah, he got this chick. This is meaningless. This started off with Ice Spice posting something about Central C. Evaluating this, I don't care if this relationship is real. I don't care if this relationship is fake. I do think it is political. We should lean towards it being a little bit more political than we think for the following reasons. I do think this benefits Central C a lot more than it benefits Ice Spice. We're looking at it from the paradigm of this being not fake, but orchestrated, right? There could be a possibility that they fake or they show themselves together and people think that they're actually seeing each other, but it's in promotion for an upcoming song that they have. That's a possibility. That's one possibility we can take a look at, which would be great promo for the song. Another possibility is that it's a political thing in terms of a branding thing, a PR thing, where they're like, hey, we'll match these two. And maybe they are like into each other, but it started off with, hey, what do you think about this for your career? And number three is, oh yeah, like they actually just mess with each other, which I don't think would be the case if they did, because I don't think it would be like getting posted this quickly, because Ice Spice was with her producer for a minute and was never really flexing it like that. Even when she was somewhat like around Lil TJ, they were doing music together, but Ice Spice has never broadcasted like, oh yeah, I want this man, or like, this is my man. It's never been a part of her brand. The reason why I think this may not be fake is I don't know too much of a benefit that Ice Spice stands to have for this in her career. Usually, yes, a woman being with a guy helps her career if the guy is more successful than her musically. Central C makes better music than her, I would say. Does he have more hits than her? I don't know. Is he as big as she is in America? Absolutely not, under no circumstance. So this is why I think this helps Central C, because all of Ice Spice's fans, most of them being in the US, North America, including Canada, they're getting exposed to Central C more. And they're like, oh, Central C, she's seeing Central C. All these women fans as well. Lil Baby, he gets a lot of the male fans. Yes, I know women listen to Lil Baby, but we're talking about the large majority. So all the male fans some of them will migrate to Central C's music via that song and their collaboration. And I see that song sitting on those charts for quite a while. Now, what about the female fan base, right? Because I believe he's got some songs for the chicks, a couple of more slower songs. So how is Central C going to get them? If he's with Ice Spice, all of those chicks are going to be looking after him. Some light-skinned dude, I don't know if he's, I don't know the guy's background, but yeah, some light-skinned dude that makes pretty good music. He has a hit in the US already. They're like, oh yeah, he's the guy that has that song with Lil Baby. They can migrate to him now. So now he's got males, he's got females from being with Ice Spice. You know, the investment that a lot of these chicks have on social media to the relationship that their artist is in. They have a higher, let's just say, a higher level of investment than a guy does. I think a guy does not really care. If anything, it would make the guy like his favorite artist less, because he would just start blaming it on the chick. Like, yo, this guy's dropping trash since he got into a relationship. So Central C stands to benefit a lot. Where does Ice Spice benefit? Because a lot of Central C's diehard fans are fans of lyricism. This is a thing that I've noticed that's a bit of a distinction in the UK. UK fans, you still got to have some bars. You can't just drop, I wouldn't say garbage, but if you're not saying anything, not coming up with anything witty, they're looking at you like, dog, what are you doing? And if you look at their best performing rappers over there, these guys got bars. Now, it doesn't have to be like, oh, quote unquote, lyrical, super lyrical, as people want to somehow turn into a way to denigrate rappers that are actually doing a very good job. But if you look at the charts, the best performing rappers there, the ones that have the most sold out shows, they are somewhat lyrical. They're not going to convert to Ice Spice fans. They're looking at Ice Spice music, like, yo, this is garbage, or this is some random catchy hit with 2 words that they play at the club when we go buy bottles. So that's why when I look at it, I'm like, how is this supposed to benefit Ice Spice? It doesn't look like it should. If I were to put Ice Spice in a relationship with somebody that would benefit her, I would consider Post Malone. I think Post Malone's with somebody, I don't know. I would consider a crossover. So I would look towards some pop star. Who's a popular pop star right now? I'm going to like crack open the list. I would consider a country artist. Like that, who's Shabuzi? I don't think that guy's a star yet. Like, he's got a huge song. I think he's blowing up. Post Malone would make sense. Morgan Wallen, I don't even think that adds up. I think that's a little bit too far out the way. What would people? Jack Harlow? If Jack Harlow decided to come back to hip hop, I know he's still rapping, but he's just had this one song that's been on radio everywhere. The dude got the mullet. He got the white boy mullet right now. Jack Harlow, that was specifically dedicated to hip hop, we wouldn't have seen that mullet from him. A Jack Harlow combination with Ice Spice would kill it for both of them. They don't even got to make music together. These chicks would love it, and Jack Harlow had a lot of female fans for a male rapper, way more than normal. I think that would be a good look. So yeah, I'm leaning towards, I'm somewhat on the fence, and the only reason why I'm leaning towards this potentially being quote-unquote real is the fact that where does Ice Spice benefit? That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, I would totally say this is orchestrated, which is still my disposition. It's just that one nagging thought in the back of my mind of how is Ice Spice benefiting? I can't really wrap my head around that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. You think this is a promo run? You think they have a song together? Because if they had a song together, then that makes sense. I do think that would help Ice Spice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.